What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Dwayne and this is the 411. In today's video, we're talking Lattafa Asad Zanzibar. All right, this is a 2024 release. I believe the perfumer is Fanny Ball. This is supposed to be a tropical summer fragrance. There's a lot of hype with this fragrance in the community right now. I'm gonna give you guys my opinion on this fragrance. By the way, this retails for roughly about $30 to $40 Canadian. In the US, it might be cheaper for you guys. Let's jump into this fragrance and let's see if it's worth the hype, okay? So let's take a closer look at the bottle. All right, your typical Lattafa Asad design. You got Lattafa on top. You got your Lattafa sticker at the bottom. The cap is still the same, plastic, but very good quality. Atomizer is there. All right. That Batman utility belt does come off just like the other Asad. Let's just compare the bottles very quickly. So as I mentioned, it's Lattafa Asad. This one is a clone of Dior Sauvage Elixir. This is a standalone fragrance, but I will give my 2 cents on that. But yeah, very identical bottles, okay? Now, the reason why you guys are here, the fragrance, let's get into that. Okay, so off the atomizer, you could smell it. You get that coconut right off the top. You're very tropical, very summer. Very nice atomizer, by the way, guys. Okay, right off the bat, I'll give you my 100% honest opinion. This smells good. It smells great. You do get sweetness off top. That's going to be a combination of coconut, some vanilla. It is kind of creamy as well. There's a creamy facet to it. Fresh and bright. So there is a bit of like citrus in the top, very minute. And if there is any, it's definitely being overpowered by the coconut, the vanilla, and I'd even say there's some caramel or toffee type of sweetness to it. It does border the gourmand. For summer fragrance to border gourmand is kind of interesting, but it does it very well because like I mentioned, there's a bit of freshness. It does scream tropical. Like I really love the tropical vibe. I'm very into coconut fragrances. So if you are one that's into sweet fragrances, fresh fragrances, that combination, Lattafa Asad Zanzibar is right up your alley, especially for the price point. It really can't be beat. So as mentioned, fresh, sweet, a bit of creaminess to it. My best description to you guys would be if you took a coconut, take the coconut, chop the top off. You got the coconut water, you got the coconut flesh still on the inside. You take that, you add a bit of vanilla, all right? You add a little bit of lemon, some type of citrus, very minute amount. You add some caramel, because like I mentioned, it is very sweet. And then you stir that up. So you got your coconut water, your caramel, your vanilla, a tad bit of bergamot, maybe a bit of salt as well. That freshness is kind of there. And it becomes very creamy. It's a creamy coconut sweet fragrance. I really like it. I don't see why this one is on the fence because this does get some hate. I think maybe the anticipation for this was a bit higher. People maybe expected more, especially from what they got with Lattafa Asad. But back to this, very mass appealing, guys. So as far as testing this, I got about 6 hours of longevity, probably about a foot and a half of projection. So it doesn't jump off the skin. You would think something this sweet would kind of elevate off your skin, but it really doesn't. So we're gonna wanna go heavy with this. You wanna spray this heavy. Occasions for when you could wear this, if you're on vacation, of course, that's the first thing that comes to mind. Tropics, warm weather, beach, a nice drink in your hand. But also date nights, this would be great date nights. If you're going out during the evenings, you could even pull this off during the daytime as well, in my opinion, spring, summer. I'm gonna say you could even go fall, winter, because that sweetness does carry over throughout the seasons. Sweet fragrances last really good in the cold winter. And that's why I'm still surprised that this is a summer fragrance. Never been to Zanzibar, plan on going, but eventually, God willing. But yeah, a sweet summer fragrance, is not common, but this does it very well. The price point, like I mentioned, you can't beat it. You really can't beat it. Now let's get into the notes of this bad boy and I'll let you know as far as the notes, if I got any of it, because the notes are a bit of a toss-up. Okay, so top notes for Lattafa Asad is lavender and black pepper. That lavender may add a bit of the smoothness, bit of freshness that we get. No black pepper, I don't get any spices at all. Now, as far as the middle notes, you get coconut water, iris, and salt. As far as the coconut, you get a lot of that in this fragrance. When it comes to the iris, it's very well blended. It does offer a buttery smooth characteristic to the fragrance itself. And as far as the salt, very minute amounts. It's slightly aquatic in a sense, fresh. As far as the salt, that could be where it lends its hand. And in the base, we have vanilla and incense. Now, again, you get a ton of vanilla in here. As far as the incense, I don't really pick up the incense with this. What I get is more of a caramel kind of toffee vibe towards the end of this fragrance. Let's talk about the dry down a bit before we go any further. This is a very linear fragrance. Towards the dry down, about the 3-4 hour mark, you get mainly the vanilla toffee kind of vibe mixing on your skin. The coconut is not really there, but it's a very pleasant and nice dry down in my opinion. Again, you get about 6 hours of longevity out of this fragrance. After that, it's a very nice smelling skin scent. We're gonna wrap the video up. I'm gonna tell you if you should actually get Lattafa Asad Zanzibar. Now, to answer that question, I'm gonna say if you have a coconut sweet tropical fragrance in your collection already, maybe you don't have to get Lattafa Zanzibar. If you do want it, maybe sample it first. I actually went and bought a used bottle off Facebook Marketplace. This ran me $20. I can't tell the level of the fragrance, but it does feel pretty full. Now, I do have this fragrance here for a reason. This is Paco Rabanne Invictus Victory Elixir. Now, this is kind of similar smelling to me. Now, with this one, it's a lot richer, deeper, a little bit more darker as well. This one's a bit lighter, a lot more coconut, more of a bubblegum coconut. So again, knowing that this smells similar to this, I would say if you have this, you don't need to get this. All right, so again, a good way for you to maybe save money. This fragrance hobby is very addictive. It can be very costly, and we gotta be smarter on how we spend our money, all right? This one is a great smelling tropical bubblegum sweet fragrance. So if you have something like that in your collection, maybe you could stay clear of this one, all right? As far as my rating, I'm giving this an 8.5. I really like the fragrance itself. Plan on wearing a lot more. The summer is just getting started. So that's gonna be my video and my review of Lattafa Asad Zanzibar. Hopefully you guys liked it. If you did, drop me a like, comment, subscribe, help the channel grow. And if you plan on getting your nose on this, or if you already have it, drop some comments in the comment section. I'm sure we could get a good conversation started. In the meantime, hope you guys are staying safe, staying blessed, and of course, smelling good. See you in the next one. Peace.